Hey, it's me, Brian. Please enjoy this match and follow the streams for more. Or just subscribe, I guess.
And after such a long wait for this matchup, two legends within the threes world, Emre versus Saizen. A man who was third when we asked him, fifth now. It was the former top bloke sub as well, played week 8 of the grid. Run ended sadly. Now with end point on that, but decided to take a bit of time away from the competitive scene to focus on his studies, but still casually destroying everybody, and one sub it seems to be Emre. Well, when you're that talented, when you're that good, and when you get a bit of a hint as well into the casting world, Boy Arroyo's a massive fan of Emre. I'm a hermit fan of both of these players. This should go the distance. Saizen, he got a little bit into a Twitter war, to be fair, with a couple of ones player. Might not be happy with the matchup to an extent. Two friends, of course. But Emre was considered heavy favourites with many within the ones Discord, and Saizen will equalise this one. Straight across, he will be happy on this one. Just like that. Emre will tie things up. They give a little bit of notability to what Saizen can offer. We'll just watch Emre's goal against him, because that was, to be fair, dreadful. And he's using "I broke my controller" as an excuse. I must remember this one. Somebody must be listening to the broadcast at the same time. This game doesn't count, he says, after such a shameful opener. Knows he will need to step it up, of course. Emre with a bit of challenge in here and there. Bobbles back. Saizen just not far away from qualifying for the Monaco Cup, the 20k tournament. It's not slightly earlier with the other match on stream today. Of course, later on YouTube as well, to your pleasure to enjoy. Sadly lost to the likes. Two of the teams who qualified beat, of course, Dignitas and yeah, two players who enjoy it. Quick chat and, of course, typing to one another. Nice to see a bit of friendly banter, camaraderie as well between these two. But when it gets to probably the big moments, they will lay it to rest for the time being and attack with aggression. 90 seconds mark gone by. 4 goals already. This goes and shows you what these players can do. Decent couple of demos. Spicy little flicks joined in. Here should be another one, and Saizen gets a touch into corner in the safety. Be challenging too early, and Emre just flicking once more and twice. Look at that. Can he? Well, he near enough gets the block, but the recovery as well. To be honest with you, I'm glad I'm retired. I'm not facing Emre myself. To have that ability, Saizen's doing well to match with him toe for toe. And Saizen with the bump and the save as well at the 2. Should have the ready speed, doesn't get the demo. And Emre goes low. And a toy with Saizen straight up and around. Quick shot, bang it goes on a small upset. This has already turned into a teetering game. But how fabulous it is. The two players showing their ability and class at the same time. Emre once more. Emre on the volley, surely. Catch and drag, trying to beat out Saizen, not happening. Go on. Unfortunately, the touch from the ceiling, too heavy. Emre already trying to quickly challenge. Decent, a couple of throws into it, and Saizen misses the bottom left. Oh, if you're facing somebody like Emre, that needed to go in. Decent challenge as well once more. Both using pace to their advantage. Nobody's been majorly caught out yet. Small technical slowing down. Saizen back up, and Saizen has been beaten. And Saizen finds his lead cut down to 3 apiece. That already put across there, as well as you've noticed as well. Saizen should get 7th goal in this matchup, an easy kick-off goal, but joining us back into the production as well for this particular game, it is Ben. You've probably seen his work before. Major producer, the main broadcaster as well for the Spug events too. Showing all the fancy camera work that goes into it. One of these players is showing that stellar shot. Something on their bag of tricks. The artillery makes them world class. And Emre, slow touch straight across here. Interesting to see if the likes of the Salt Mine 3 on the format of the second one. These two, we get an invite. There's been a few in the fair games who was handling it, should get it. It's a decent attempt on the Cook's pinch. Really decent showing by both, but Emre down by 1 with the clock fully against him now. When he's already handed possession, he will require to play defence one more time. And that sadly won't work. Saizen, to everybody's surprise, taking the series 1-0 against somebody who has been heavily tipped. Both these players are enjoying it. I'm tempted to ask if they want to move it to a best of 7, but best of 5 as agreed beforehand. Already an excellent showing.
If we want to host best of 7s, I think we'll need a little more support. Maybe someday though. For now, we'll enjoy a competitive 5-game series.
Oh well, we have the so-called experts in Twitch chat. Small little intervening moment. So players ready up. Everybody was chatting, relaxing. These players won't, and rightly so. Yes, demo heavy. Yes, more aggressive. That has been seen throughout. You're watching here on Twitch, you're enjoying the much more, shall we say, second battle that's going on here. Don't know who's winning it per se. I'd say Saizen's been certainly more entertaining on the text. His gameplay has marginally got him up by 1. And both major counts. Emre looking to remove that and shoots that in home easy. For a man who's played in the grid, those are simple tap-ins, and at this have no resistance through it. Saizen, to be fair, could have qualified into that position. Sadly, just didn't have the legs for a long grilling qualifier. Straight up, straight across, and straight in. What a response in the battle between the French and the German. Saizen has got to the better of it, showing their solid foundation. Emre showing a bit of flair into it. Emre coming back around. Soft touch. Saizen, no boost. Both now collecting the 100. What will they do? Saizen, very little, sadly. And Emre. Oh, Emre! You saw the net, and he must have blinked or something. His analog stick not wiggling right. He said he wasn't warmed up. I'm believing him now after that shot. Realistically should have gone in, and this one cruelly goes in. Saizen's gloves. Sadly not made of Velcro. Need it to be to keep this one out. Well, that's a bit of a cruelty. A false start by both, and Saizen be happy as how it's unfolded here. Emre will be a bit more pleased to an extent, but still playing defence here. And Saizen's loose boost count there, probably dictating his play style. So far they're playing paddock kick here, beside the wall. It's like two naughty secondary kids trying to avoid class and Saizen, skipping the main class and extra activities there on the goalpost, moving across, and Emre finally studying the art of the dribble, whips it across. It just moves across here. And two of probably the most entertaining or up-and-comer in the RLC, the next generation, if you want to give them that tie leg for the time being, are absolutely fabulous to watch. And just look at that, that's pure technique. Tad ugly that the crossbar had the play involved. Felt maybe a bit left out. But a 4-2 for Emre back within lead. And he might be happy with now 5-2. The last game saw before in this stream, well, pretty much very decisive player. We've seen potential comebacks. We haven't really seen a true one today, at least. Saizen, will he be the first to do so? No, he won't. Too easy, far too easy. So like somebody saying, I'm actually a Grand Champion or SSL. Well, actually you're in Plat 1. Dribbles right past them. Very little analysis really needed on that. Be interested to see what Emre's 3's seen when he comes back proper. Still occasionally in a few strims, just keep him in the clogs warm. Right now Saizen's the one that needs the WD-40, at least keeps things going. Alright, the clock wasted. For a portion of this game, we've now reached 2 minutes before goals, and Emre's defending his near post perfectly well. Exemplary by the young German. Saizen simply now trying to challenge anything that moves, and finally caught off guard in the positional game. A small blunder and too far of a path line. Won't be grabbing that one anytime soon, but yet again, a goal wouldn't really be this significant. In terms of the contact, if he doesn't get another couple of goals here, and quickly so, he's got a marked shot. Saizen, small little dribble, pops it in Emre. Once more, just trying to play it into the corner. Not ideal. Decent demo. Saizen with all the time in the world. Emre Well, near enough 60 in his tank. Sadly not the ball. Sadly not the ball. And at 2 Saizen played that well, Emre. Would have been frankly need a bit of a harsher angle to go at the ball. Slight delay too. Haven't seen many from Emre this time around in the set. And straight down, straight on target in Saizen. Welcome back, within 1. Emre sitting, fluxing between the solid and the molecules of air. Well, there's going to be no wiggle room now for a mistake. Next one will bring it tied. Saizen really can't afford another mistake, not with the time against them. Decent boost still, a couple of pounds here by Saizen. Decent challenge. If he had boost to his name, this will be a runaway goal. And Emre back in the spot. Excellent ball control. And Emre just walking, taking his time. He could have planted that one home. Welcome to the strange world it is once. Now Emre needs to set his controller DC. Either there's sportsmanship here. Well, it was offered, wasn't taken. What a complexing situation this is. We haven't seen one in a while. Could you trust the trolls, man, if they blame this equipment all the time? Emre scores that one. Excellent treble. But in a situation like this, well, very little we can say.
I can say something else. Thanks for watching. Really. You viewers are the only reason we can make these. The series is all level now. Let's see who can take the lead. And step a little closer to $50. I wouldn't mind 50 myself.
Strange matchup, and what a strange situation today has been. And to annoy a particular friend of mine's, and has been said by the players, there is a BO3 situation where we've had plenty of technical difficulties. Controllers of the players apparently not working. Frankly, the defence hasn't been stellar. Emre easily whips that one in. And that'll be a simple and obvious 3-0 series. Let's see how this match unfolds. Emre once more attacking. Couple of decent pops and flips off it. And Emre, he's doing well here to dictate, and no pinch by Saizen. Could have bought a free purchase there. Not willing to risk it, especially when it's Emre facing behind you. Extent understandable. Saizen, hook shots. Gets it on the volley, and straight across and right at Emre once more. Decent bit of play, and again Emre's defence. There's much more like it. There we have it, the demo Hungary, and an excellent spawn by Saizen. What did he just decide that one by himself? Emre will be looking to whatever goal put him there. I'll be slightly furious to Saizen. Oh, this is just pure filth. Absolute filth, to say the least. Gets it up. And you just for a moment thought it was going to be a pure flick. No. Not with Saizen. Not this series. The obvious. Sadly not. An unfortunate situation, Saizen. Top of his car. Near enough had it. But Emre just put it in that position to make leg fall upward. 90 odd seconds gone by. Second shot's already Saizen off the woodwork. Old-fashioned hustle for boost as well too. Saizen really made that one look plain and simple. Emre just had one look across, made sure it was in his vision. Anything near to his own car. It's a goal scoring opportunity. Between all the goals and all the decent saves, the players complimenting each other. Seen that often. Two players being very sporting, very gentlemanlike, but this here by Saizen. Work of art. He'll be hanging that on his fridge. And a man at every time when he gets something out. Saizen really has made this just a clash of styles. Both, to be fair, in Emre's early flicks not going to be work. Decent demo to an extent. This is where it will spawn for Saizen again. Fortune seems to be favouring the brave here. Emre wish he will wind the clock back on that one. That was a chance, a half at least, to say. And Emre back around. Controlled by Emre and Saizen across. Anti-play. Still left within the 2 minutes. Saizen. The control. Ansley's played it to the corner. Emre dictating all the pressure, all the last 30-45 seconds here. He will be the happier of the two to an extent. He has ball possession, shouldn't be conceding from it. And now finally the face of play truly for Saizen. We've seen this once, we've seen it twice, and this one with the same result. Flurries up, waits for the moment, and the moment Emre jumps, the moment you knew. And Saizen's picking on the world number 5 as it stands currently. A bit unfair. There's a scraping past the 80th mark. We're about the 79th. 100 points of a difference near enough. Means very little in the top 100. Everybody can't take games off each other. And Emre, once more, back in, challenging, has all the pressure, and Saizen deals with it. Swats it away, and Emre will help likewise. True battle has unwound itself from technical difficulties, technical problems. Saizen once more with an excellent save, the solution. Not easy to find. This is tricky now. Emre needs to find a way to break through, and it doesn't seem likely. Emre's just gifted possession. He's gifted the net. He's gifted the lead. From a tinsel tundras of a happy Christmas to a New Year fiesta, we're in that week period where anything can happen. Well, that one's a miracle to say the least. Saizen, there now 2 minutes of constant pressure, finds himself within 30 seconds to take match point situation. Thriller of two up-and-comers. What they will be like with experience under the belt will be scary. So the current bunch will be watching out for them. Not with just one eye behind their shoulder, it'd be the both of them. Emre straight down. Catches. Will he have a moment of glory? They send it to OT! Miracle! We've had one by Saizen. And simply across there, both players will agree they didn't touch it. On my screen it didn't touch. And tinsel carnage. To a tundra of sweat now. As we now approach into OT. Somebody's going to grab this game. And Saizen will be hard done by. And he will be just maybe regretting not finishing the game off early, but one save like that. And he'll be chalking up. He strikes a karma against him once more, and a shot and a flick like that. Fabulous by Emre. Saizen will give credit to it. But Emre, how many lives did he use just to get this one game alone? That's going to be the question, to say the least. 5 goals to 4. But the last 30 seconds, the last minute, well, ask somebody to replay that. I don't think they could.
Ask me to replay that, and I technically could, if you meant the video. Only the video.
Twitch, yeah. Maybe struggling to find the right words. English, French, German, Gaelic. This point here. Maybe even in binary. No words could unfathom what just unfolded on our eyes. Emre got the better of it. Is this why he's sitting at the top of the ones leaderboard right now, and all the experience he had from the likes of the Rising Stars? Top blokes being only the sub, and Saizen just outplays him for that little moment. These two will certainly be challenging for big things in the future, though. There's no doubt about that. It's just a matter of when. Whether it's in ones, whether it's in threes, and dare not do I say even twos, but when they put their minds to it, they are fabulous. And Emre, 2-0 down. Seeing what he can do when he has to maybe chase an OT situation. He's got 4 minutes just to hang on. What Saizen can throw in game 4 just to bring us into a decider. We haven't had one today yet. We've already seen one here in the fair games, and 3-0. Pandemonium. Emre may have thought he had luck going into his run, and said Saizen will be chalking up the saves, the shots that should have maybe went in his side, and karma will eventually work in his way. And it's been cruel to Emre in this one. You've got to admit that situation was cruel. That goal will just settle in nerves for Emre on match point. Let's not forget this massive prize pool of $50 US. Take that, smug. This is, of course, crowdfunded here. And the members who do watch, and if you do fancy donating in terms of getting more highlighted match, or fancy suggesting 2 players, do it. We had suggestions, we saw what can unfold beyond ourselves, and right now Saizen has smoothed out and carved out 2 situations. Sadly, the last one was losing. This one, much more preferable in terms of winning. Saizen, once more, He's trying to drill in a quick shot. He's trying to make this lead kind of like a chasm, making it unwelcoming to Emre to come back into it in Saizen. Decent attempt there. What can Saizen offer? What can he offer? What hasn't he offered? And Emre once more throwing a save, and Emre wasting a chance to bring it within 2. Cruel. Our defensive game now by Saizen. Emre just stalls in the right situation. Smart Emre diving in when he needs to. And the goalpost being cruel, but still getting the defensive block. Saizen. Free jumping, letting Emre do his thing. He's the one chasing the game. Saizen can afford to even let a goal in if needs be. Doesn't need to do anything foolish. Good bit of space and collecting the boost, making sure he has enough. 35, still able to defend, of course. And Emre gifted possession. Could have been a quick bang, and maybe, just maybe, we'll move within 2. And now, worrisome for Emre. As he knows Saizen well enough, both of them knows each other's games. Emre's still got the work to do. To take it. And another fake kick up. And credit to him. He's making certain things look extraordinarily simple. It's hours of practice, hours of dedication to the craft. Once more, Emre tries to do it. Saizen just whipping the ball into the side wall. And an excellent flick, and Emre, got to use the expression, but must have taped down the boost. Was that the controller? Yep. That spike of a DC apparently striking this game. Another offering by Saizen. Does he want to give the goal? Emre turns it down. It'd be terrible. It'd be nice. But these situations, Saizen also got to keep his head focused on the situation. He is still trailing after all series-wise. But Emre reliably bringing this one into play. No air dribble bump Saizen. Deja vu just happened again. Well, what he may be thinking here is Emre. Quick shot. High, but Saizen, whether they're aware of it or not, wasn't risking it. 1 into 60 seconds for that silver bullet territory. And Emre has just done it. He will be smiling. He will be laughing to an extent, knowing that he's got that one. Cheap as chips. A free open net from his own halfway line, near enough his own final third. And Saizen's big warning now. Next mistake and it's over. Emre now is the one who can enjoy the situation, even though OT could happen again. Saizen sets himself up, or air dribble bump, and Emre on the wrong side of things, still tried, got caught by it. Trap was laid, Emre slid. Now we move into, near enough, 35 seconds. Emre do one more magical moment, or will we go into that decider to be as cruel to Saizen? He deserves it, and an excellent save, rightly so. And Emre just backflipping. Situation there, low boost. Emre to an extent surely knows this. Get the flip reset bump, and he won't have it surely. This game 4, madness has unfolded, and a decider, here we go.
We are back to a Game 5 series, that's 3 out of 4 now. Good times indeed. Who do you think takes a win from here?
A situation where we now find ourselves questioning a decider. Which way shall I go? I'm complex. The Twitch chat watching us live right now, feeling how entertaining the series is, and the technical issues may have prevented the stream altogether, and the DC to the controllers suggesting that maybe both internet falls and we won't find out who will win. Well, that would be cruel after such a matchup there has been. Saizen does get the lead. We've seen him lose it before. Seen him win 2 games already in this best of 5. And we're excellent. He sat Saul out and he's shown the world what he can do, and he will do so again with a 2-0 lead, making sure the corner bottom left one is used to guarantee Emre not coming back. But even with that, you just know deep down that how today has gone in, they should come back with 3-0 down. Well, has Emre used all his energy up at the wrong stage? Game 4's scrappy corner fest within 10 seconds that was remaining. Just showed you Emre wanted it done and out. He's got to play another 5 minutes worth. He's not playing it 3 goals down. Quick shot like that, easily saves. Just where does the ball land? And Saizen, quick volley up, and Emre should be just attacking. He's made a mistake, he's blundered, he's whiffed, and still getting ball possession. Was that too much respect by Saizen at the end? And Emre still gifting it. We're going 4-0. Rounding it to 90 seconds. We have not seen a lead this wide. And the man who has the lead not win from the situation before. If 5 goes in, does Emre stop? Does he just calls it GG's? Will it be the end of the day? If he grabs it, he will be fighting, surely. In the spirit like that, absolutely rightly so. Catch, drag, and across it goes. Saizen just a little bit too far in. Find yourselves now questioning Saizen's defence and his game plan, his strategy. I often say to the man who's winning, are you the one going to make the issue? Emre just went round the house there. Demoed for his trouble, Saizen. He's taking his time, made sure the spawn wasn't going to be saving the shot of his own. He's done it twice already, the Emre cruelly. They've been decisive how they went earlier. But 5-1. 5-1. Well, probably Emery thinking, how did I allow this one in? And again, it still keeps happening. Emre now up the ceiling for a bit of a miracle. Top right shot into the corner, not happening, and Saizen straight across. Following his own, another good block. Now half the game left. 4 goals to the worst Emre. Another little air dribble bump play, not happening. As Saizen just done the unthinkable of beating Emre. He's put the 6 and we are 1 away from the Brazil. 1 away. I hate to say a throwaway game. If it was a best of 7, you may have that argument maybe in game 1 and 2. And Emery grabbing his second. Shell shock to say the least. Not how this game 5 decider should have been. So scriptwriters took the day off to an extent and just let Saizen win by a sizable margin. Are they going to be copy and pasting a portion where Emre comes back again just with a bigger margin, just add 1 each time? Or we're on the essence now of that question. And Emre won't have the legs to chase. And his heart probably deflating. The brain channel will be writing the prize pull out on an old-fashioned check, sending it already, just waiting for the ink to dry at this point. As Emre isn't showing enough fight here in this game 5. But what a flick! Simply across. That's textbook. Saizen in the wrong position, not going to save that. Every time when Emre thinks that he may be getting ruled out, he just finds a way to come back. And he's now within 2. Emre is almost like either a Frankenstein zombie, some kind of mix at the moment. It's like the Walking Dead. Whatever Emre is made of, he just won't go away. The fighting spirit is there. After has been questioned time and time again, and Saizen's just ramming home the authority. Who said you weren't going to get value for money on goals? Well, this one certainly provided. And Emre once more showing the air dribble bump being a classic tool. And he's made it his own bump and keeping the ball safe at the same time. Just kept the pace right enough. The ball drifting, mind you, wide to the post. Still able to salvage it. A big dangerous warning for both players knowing 60 seconds. Emre made a mistake. Saizen probably a little bit tilted that's gone in. Trusted Emre of his ability, his quality to go in. And Saizen saying that he's the one that's bad. Well, are you meant to read a mistake? Were you meant to read that one? The question is, if you believed it, you jump for it. If you don't, you sit down and wait. Well, Emre didn't wait for the game to end itself and congratulate Saizen. He's came back from an unthinkable deficit. And if you're sitting and reached this far into the series, let me just say this: 16 goals has been scored in a decider. 8 for Saizen, 8 for Emre. We are not in an OT just yet. Somebody sadly has to lose this battle, and yet there is still life for maybe 2, 3, maybe the unthinkable 4 and 5 goals, and Saizen has stuck in 9. Well, I would hate to ask for a goal contest. Pick your favourite from the selection. Now Emre to do what he's done before, to send us into an OT and a delayed kickoff. It's the same trick. Definition of madness, insanity, repetition. And Saizen just throws a cheeky smile. He knows he's been outplayed. And Emre probably living rent-free for the next 27 seconds. A keep away for both of these two players. Double digits to win it. Who would have thought a Game 5 decider to go that far? RL Stats and Octane will probably have their number scoreboard broken by this point. It's not as bad as Speed 61's scoreline. This one has been a match. This one shall be remembered for a battle, for the duel. Now for the contest. 2 apiece series, 9 apiece. Who will score the winner? Saizen had the first chance. Wide it has went. The length of this OT infinitely ticking up until the mistake. Will be lethargic. Who will be lax in the key moment? And Emre once more challenging in the right moment. And once again Saizen getting the block. Good little, shall we say, speed controller placed on Emre. Delayed his recovery, delayed what he can do, and delaying his attack now. With 23 boost, he won't have much of an attack either. Saizen, excellent save. Will this be the most defensive we've seen these two? Still been attacking, and Emre using the wall, picking up the boost. Saizen with very little to his name. Emre bringing it into the corner. Saizen once more picking the mid boost. We shall go for another face-up play, and it's a simple, easy over flick. And Saizen won't want to reminisce on this one. And Emre, as expected, won it. But the series needs to be credited. 2 players came. Well, and 2 shall leave with their heads proudly held high.
You better all remember this. What a final game. What a win from Emre. I am proud of every single one of us. Emre takes the $50 today, and takes with it one of the biggest comebacks we have seen. Thank you all for watching. Thanks to Danny for casting, thanks to Ben for the camera work. And thanks to me, your host and friend, Brian.